For the last League of the Day, we're playing this take on Soul Sisters, and the kind of gimmick that we have going on is that we've got previous standard all-star Oketra's monument here that says whenever you cast a white creature spell, you get a 1/1 creature. And then with two Whitemane Lions, or even one, when enters battle for return a creature. Yeah, with just one Whitemane Lion. So Whitemane Lion, you can sit here and play it and return itself to your hand. Just like pay one, make a 1/1 for one, and you can do that over and over and over again. Same thing with Kor Skyfisher here. So that's the kind of gimmick angle that we're working on. The one thing that does make me wonder here is someone commented on Squadron Hawk. I wonder if Spectral Procession is actually better than Squadron Hawk in a deck that's trying to play Oketra's Monument. Like, Squadron Hawk seems valuable alongside Oketra's Monument, and it's very similar to Spectral Procession. See, I actually think Flicker Wisp and Blade Splicer are the best part of those shit bear decks. Those decks, like, just don't play reasonable cards, and, like, Blade Splicer and Flicker Wisp are, like, close to reasonable cards that they actually get to play. Whereas, like, Leonin Arbiter is a card that's largely unplayable in Modern, except when it, like, steals you a game by mistake. And I feel like people get so caught up in the games that, like, Leonin Arbiter steals by mistake that they don't realize the average case situation is that it's awful. I think Grimflayer is hot garbage. I think a 2/2 for 2 is not something I'm very interested in playing. I think playing bad cards like Nile Spellbomb and Mishra's Bauble and Tarfire, rather than cards that just have higher card quality, make it not worthwhile. No, I like the last sideboard that we played with 3 Pact of Negations. The 3 Pact of Negation board has felt very good. Auriok Champion into Archangel of Thune should be pretty sweet here. Being pathed. Alright, so not Mardu Pyromancer. Oh my god, I just fucked up. Did I mess up? Was I supposed to Whitemane Lion to save that? I could have Whitemane Lion to save that, right? Yeah, I think I'd rather have the land too, actually, thinking about it. My first instinct was, yeah, that's fine, and then I was like, no, wait, is that okay? And then, yeah, I think it was fine just because we have this Archangel. Yeah, because, like, especially with the Oketra's Monument draw, like, next turn I get to go land Archangel for 4 mana, hold up Whitemane Lion to protect it. Is some kind of Planeswalker here. That's a Planeswalker. Okay. Got a bit of a sweet mid-range brew here. Have a swamp. I don't think this card is that bad. I think this card is pretty good on average. They probably have Kolaghan's Command in their deck, though, which likely makes our deck a little bit worse on average than we'd like it to be. Because, like, our deck's definitely better when we have Oketra's Monument out, right? So, like, them having main deck ways to clear out our Oketra's Monument is probably not the greatest for us. I think I'm just going to play the Archangel here. Corporate card, right? Corporate card. I forgot about his nickname. Corporate card. This Soul's Attendant plus these Whitemane Lions plus this Archangel are going to get fucking crazy next turn. It's unfortunate that Whitemane Lion has to give his life to protect the Archangel, but that's definitely worthwhile. Hopefully we draw an untapped land so we can go Soul's Attendant, Archangel into Whitemane Lion to protect. Glad to see you dabbling in Hex again. Keep up the good content. Big Nuki, thanks for the 28 months, bud. Yeah, because Immortal for Red seems sweet. I think I'm gonna wrap tomorrow's stream up with some Hex content, because I think tomorrow's the Invitational, so I don't plan to do my full Magic stream. I think we'll probably do Magic for like 4 or 5 hours, but I don't really want to overlap the Modern portion of the Invitational, I don't think. So now this is going to come into play. This is going to trigger that. Sweet. If they don't have another Wrath here, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Yep. I don't think I'm supposed to save the Archangel there. I think I'm just supposed to, like, yeah, I think we just make a bunch of 1/1s here. Because remember, Whitemane Lion just, like, picks itself back up to make a 1/1. I don't know what MTG SDK is. I have not heard of that before. I should play the second Oketra's Monument, right? That's how that works. I want to get my tokens going now, so that way my opponent can't spot room my Whitemane Lion in response to its trigger. I think trying to metagame in Modern is stupid. I think Modern's a very varied format, even at large competitive events, so you should just play decks that are powerful and proactive. And I think the Jeskai Ascendancy deck qualifies as being both powerful and proactive, which I think makes it a good choice in general. It's not a metagame choice. Anyone that tells you they're picking their deck as a metagame choice for a tournament that's larger than 50 players doesn't have a good grasp on what metagaming means, especially for Modern. Like, you can't metagame tournaments that are that large. It doesn't work. There's too many people that play too many different things that are largely playing decks because they enjoy playing them. Because that's how Magic works. Magic isn't a bunch of people that are trying to be hyper competitive at all times. Most of the people that show up to a large Modern tournament are playing one of the 1, 2, or 3 decks that they own, and probably the one they enjoy playing the most. I'd estimate there's probably less than 5% of the people in the room that have access to a lot of different Modern decks and can choose one based on the meta game. And even that, I think overboarding, I think people even do that too much. I think, like, changing your deck a ton based on what you really expect to be good, I think is nonsense to some degree too. Like, and that's why, because Modern is so varied, it's why decks that tend to be proactive tend to be favored, because, and it's a good example of, like, why Jeskai Control is the best control deck, right? Because it's a control deck that can turn and be proactive when it needs to be. Why are they helixing me? Do they have Emrakul in their deck? They just helixed me while they were at 15. They have a fucking Emrakul in their deck? That's what that means, right? That's 110% what that means. There is an Emrakul in their deck. They have Nahiri Emrakul. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Our opponent is just far more confident than we are. All right, well, we get to kill Corporate Karn here potentially. Yeah, I know this one's legendary from Standard. Yeah, Nahiri is tapped artifact, so Nahiri does not exile Oketra's Monument. I assume they have some call against command. I'm gonna kill Corporate Karn here. Just, like, take him off the table. Get him out of here. Judge, please take the prisoner. post-combat settle, post-damage settle to get all of the lands out of our deck. That's ambitious. Putting them to 15 is silly. We should just kill the Karn. Killing the Karn is a smart play. Their Fatal Push is exiled right now, right? Yeah. I think I just bin the Settle the Wreckage here. I think I want to keep the extra monument because them killing my monument or my Whitemane are the best ways they could win. The problem is any piece of spot removal stops my Whitemane Lion loop, so I think that's a little ambitious. When, like, I could very well just be winning with, like, the tokens that I have at the moment. So, like, if they have, like, Bolt or a push here. Yeah. Terminate? Sure. I think I just killed them, right? Yeah, they have 2 mobs in play. I'm just gonna kill them. Just ignore this Liliana. Alright, Bobby. Show me Flying Spaghetti Monster. Show me the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Show me the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Read. I think I'm just supposed to play that out. Nah, I think I'm just like, without the Whitemane Lion, the Oketra's Monument is less important now. Please, no Goblin. Big Bucks, no Chain Whirler. Big Bucks, no Chain Whirler. Big Bucks, no Chain Whirler. I assume we're gonna see them trade with Bob here, go to 4, and then Edict a token next turn. Yeah, hold land in case the K command's probably a fine idea. Okay, burning the bolt makes sense too. Makes any lion we draw better. We have another one? Okay. So they can mostly clean the board up here. Should I have a Squadron Hawk to draw to? I should just attack them here, right? You are welcome to match 1, game 1. How's this deck doing? Welcome to match 1, game 1. Spectral Procession's worse than drawing Lingering Souls would be, or drawing Squadron Hawk would be. Yep. Yeah, for chat that's wondering why these monuments are staying in my hand, monument is legendary. Yay! We did it! We did it! We did it! Hooray! Monument would be insane if it wasn't legendary. Monument would be actually insane if it wasn't legendary. Alright, well, let's, we really don't have a lot of good tools here, do we? I guess I don't mind leaving some paths in my deck. I definitely want these O-rings for their planeswalkers. I don't think I want Rip. I don't think I want Leyline. They had like some discard, but not a ton. I feel like Leyline's probably for decks like Storm. The lack of Damping Spheres in the sideboard of this deck is probably a punt. Oh no! Oh no, I timed out it. There was friendly fire on MTG bot. Oh no! Oh no, come back, MTG bot! I'm gonna be honest and say I'm surprised that hasn't happened before. That's the first time I recall MTG bot suffering from friendly fire. You're just doing what we've all wanted to. Vengeance. MTG bot knows what it did. He's dead, Jim. Took a draw. These paths feel real bad. Pretty medium. Hey, I'm a liar. These paths are great. God bless these paths. Killing Dark Confidants. Sending them to plows. There you go. Alright. Got this here Skyfisher. We'll make some 1/1s with my Oketra's Monument. You did miss Jun Tracker. It'll be up on YouTube later. Womp, womp, womp. So, one of my worries about this deck list when I looked at it was that we really, when we don't have the card our deck is named after, our deck's a little anemic, and like trying to lean into an artifact in Modern is a little bit rough because there's so much efficient artifact disruption. So it's kind of tough to, like, we don't have any card selection or cantrips to guarantee that we're going to find the card the deck is named after, and then once we have it, we don't have a way to protect it. The good news is, this wall is going to go ahead and sit here. Ooh. Land. We hit a land, we can Kor Skyfisher and pick this wall up. Portillo's is great. A+ fast food. That's actually a really interesting idea, XY0. Playing some I like that idea a lot, actually. Just like playing non-zero amount of non-zero copies of that other card. These bingo kids. I gotta be weary when they ask for product recommendations. People are just baiting bingo squares. And they don't actually care about the products I like. They just want to bait bingo squares. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play this Honor the Pure. Like, crack them for 3 in the air. And then hopefully we rip a land to play this Archangel, and then we can play Wall of Omens to pump up the jam. More wear chairs, rude. You terminated his employment. Their last card must be another piece of spot removal, right? Okay, that's sweet. That means that we'll be able to play Archangel next turn and pump up the jam, and then we'll be able to play Whitemane Lion along with Wall of Omens to pump jams. I guess I'm gonna Whitemane Lion at end of turn and pick the Wall of Omens up. No, I want to leave the champion back so they can't attack with Shambling Vent in game 2. They're like hot dogs and beef sandwiches and salads. You have good French fries and milkshakes though. As an overweight American, you could argue I'm a connoisseur in French fries and milkshakes. Maybe I'm just supposed to save the Whitemane Lion to keep bouncing itself, but I don't know. I feel like I don't need that many triggers to, like, make this Archangel of Thune actually be that good. Like, if they don't have spot removal here, my squad's gonna get big enough that we're gonna beat them down very quickly. Yeah, they have a path. Okay. Yeah, I feel like we don't need to, like, win more, basically, with the Whitemane Lion. Yeah, this is going to be the last league of the day. 10 out of 10, the last league of the day. I'm aware that the champion can't be blocked, chat. The champion also prevents the Shambling Vent from dealing damage. So if I attack with the Auriok Champion, I'm actually giving my opponent 1 point of health. Because then they get to attack in with their Shambling Vent. Yeah, it's a net loss for me. These are my tokens. My tokens gain me some health. The problem is their deck is like mono sweepers. Yeah, Resto's interesting. Resto's just like another high quality creature. All right, let's just move on with our lives. We're 0-1. Let's oh wait, did we win game 1? Did we win game 1? What happened that we won game 1? Oh, I don't remember. God, it's been, I should have been done. The 6 hour mark. The 6 hour mark is where we start getting delirious, chat. The six hours is about the limit. Here for the pro plays, right? when you, for the people that think I concede too early, when you run a stream and you have however many people watching, you're allowed to sit there and make your viewers watch you suffer through a match that's going to be, I don't know, another 30 turns before you lose the game. But I prioritize trying to create engaging and entertaining content. I'm not here to grind every single percentage point out of every single Moto fun buck. I'm here to have a good time. And like sitting there with nothing, no gas in the tank, while my opponent's deck full of much higher quality cards than mine draws them, you know, it's not my idea of a good time. Maybe it's Moto that's getting delirious. Look, listen, you bingoers, baiting me to check Magic Online's RAM. They boarded in Damping Sphere. All right, resolves. They boarded in. All right, sure. Show me them, Mercool. Show me them. Wear tier. That's rude. No white mana. No white mana. No white mana. No white mana. I could have played Attendant, but I'd like to play my Lion. I'd like to play my Lion and pick my Wall of Omens up. Damping Sphere is the new Surgical, right? No, Oblivion Stasis Snare only targets creatures. I could maybe see an argument for Cast Down versus Oblivion Ring, but 3 versus 4 is a relevant difference too. I didn't play this out first because I wanted to see what I drew. The 1 point of health ultimately really doesn't matter in this matchup, where my opponent's playing a control deck. We get to play another kitty cat out, to pick the wall back up to draw another card. Can we rant about being trolled? I think being trolled for bingos is fun. I think the bingo interactivity is A+, and I enjoy it. Well, the first game, we killed them by looping Damping Sphere with Oketra's Monument. So, like, or looping Whitemane Lion with Oketra's Monument. So, Damping Sphere technically slows that down. But, like, I feel like they have better ways to keep the Monument dead. Okay. So, you know, like, is this another Kozilek's return? Oh, they can't return yet because they already cast a spell. Got it. Got it. That's what's happening. This is symmetrical. Well, our mono white deck with no card selection and no individually powerful top decks is getting run down here. I guess no individually powerful top decks is a little bit disingenuous. We do have Archangel of Thune, which is like an okay powerful card. We actually have one copy of Red Chad as well. That card seems pretty good. That sounds like it's probably too slow and clunky to be particularly competitive. I have to strike a balance between things that are neat and things that are just going to get dumpstered by, you know, burn and storm and stuff like that. Yeah, no White Desert seems really loose too. I really like that card in these white aggressive decks that want to play lots of planes anyways. Corporate Karn. Ew. I'm gonna thin myself so I stop forgetting. No, I think like aggressively ghost courting people is often pretty silly. I think this deck probably has too much clunk in the trunk. I think if you wanted more expensive cards, 6 mana is too much. We do have a copy of Westvale Abbey. Honestly, I kind of feel like lands like Westvale Abbey or stuff like that are probably more valuable than these Ghost Quarters on average. Like, your Ghost Quarters don't make this deck magically good against Tron. Like, this deck's still just going to get dumpstered by a deck full of Oblivion Stones and, like, Ugins and shit. I have a Fatal Push. Well, they're currently dead on board. I'll take it. I feel like it was greedy for them to not plus this last turn, so that way they could dig to answers more consistently. It's probably a mistake on their part to not plus right away. There is in fact an Emrakul in their Dark Confidant deck. Look at that, chat. We were doubting the mono white power. Undefeated. Undefeated. Give me Burn. Give me Hallowed One. Give me something aggressive. It seems okay. No, if we 5-0, I will not play this weekend. I'm registering Birds of Paradise and Jeskai Ascendancy. That reminds me, after I'm done streaming today, I need to go find my Birds of Paradise. Okay, Affinity's kind of aggressive. This might be okay. Double Archangel in the opener is a little bit awkward. We definitely want those in the mid to late game when we already have 5 lands to cast them. You need to whisper me deck lists in private or message me on Discord or Twitter. I don't look at deck lists midstream. Yeah, I'll tweet a picture of my birds when I find them. It's been a while since I posted that. That's true. Inkmoth is a little annoying. That's a good draw. The fact that they have a Steel Overseer that's going to go unchecked is a little bit terrifying, though. I guess I'm attacking because I can't block, right? Yeah, I'm taking Hex deck submissions as well, Cloud. I would prefer to focus on Immortal stuff for Hex, but if you have something especially sweet and standard, I might consider it. We went 3-2 with Geeky Chord. It was okay. Just like traditional, like, creature toolbox problems, basically. Corporate Karn could be okay. Yeah, I think a lot of these kind of like mid-range decks that like don't have good card advantage planeswalkers could you consider something like Corporate Karn. The question is, can we hit lands? We need 2 of our next 3 draws to be lands. If so, and we get to curve Archangel into Archangel, this Spectral Procession could potentially buy us enough time to curve Archangel into Archangel. And if that's the case, we could stall the board and slam into the slam over them, I think. Especially because we get to just like play the Kor Skyfisher twice next turn. No, the standard content just isn't particularly popular. There's just so much standard content, especially with Magic Arena having full standard now. There's going to be infinitely more people streaming what is actual standard. So I'm going to keep my focus on modern, legacy, and vintage here. I'm sure there's some other streamer out there that plays a lot of standard that would probably be happy to play a deck list of yours for the right amount of dollars. Never forget, chat, if you're talking to someone who's streaming Magic and they tell you they don't take donation deck lists, all that means is they haven't been offered enough money. Keep that in mind. Everybody has a price. Some people have a higher price than others, but everybody has a price. I think when Standard rotates in the fall, Wizards is going to announce a new non-rotating format, at least on Arena. At the very least, Wizards will be announcing a new non-rotating format for Arena. Yep, we did play Jundracker today. It was the league before this one. just gonna double block here, right? I'm gonna dogpile this, actually. If they want to go, like, all in on a Ravager, I think that's fine for us. The Shiljutsu Dojo. Yeah, I agree. I think whatever format they announce for Arena, it will definitely get picked up in paper. Yeah, I agree. That's why I said I think in the fall they're going to announce a new non-rotating format. They could try and, like, stack up and kill my tokens here, which could be bad for us. I do kind of need some creatures left. I really need to draw, like, another Spectral Procession or a Path to Exile or something. Something that lets me, like, add to the board before I curve into this Archangel. So, like, ideally we need to want to hit board impacting card this next turn and then 5th land to stick the Archangel turn after that. And that still might be too slow, if we're being honest. It still might be too slow. Are they going to gobble up all my spirits here? I did get a haircut. I shaved too. Although I think I was shaved. My beard was shaved for yesterday's stream, right? I cut the hairs on top of my head yesterday. They're getting a little scraggly. Yeah, we're just not beating the Steel Overseer. You just can't let that card go unchecked. We have 2 more copies of Settle the Wreckage. That's pretty excellent. This Worship seems okay. These Stony Silences are great, obviously. Sundering Growth is fine. I'm gonna trim this Gideon. I think I'm gonna trim these Wall of Omens. They don't really block anything, right? And I don't really have time to, like, mope around cantripping with them, I don't think. Yeah, that's true. Maybe Worship isn't good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna run without Worship. I'm not a big fan of Worship in general. O-Ring could be okay. Yep, too slow. Too slow. Is Settle good enough to keep this hand and lean into it? I think so. I think so. Maybe I'm just supposed to mulligan for Stony, but we only have 2 copies of that. These cards, his hand's almost standard legal, right? 5/7 standard legal. Is it easy to get run down? Like, if they're really running me down, they're gonna get destroyed by the Settle the Wreckage. I'm keeping this hand because I'm not going to let anybody check close 7 and unkeepable 6 off their bingo card, so get booked. Turn 1. All right, at least it wasn't turn 1 Overseer. We've got that going for us. Yeah, this is on the play. On the draw, I think this would definitely be too slow. I'm so used to playing Hex, I just tried to drag that Plains to the table. Have to click on it. Can't drag the cards here. Joke's on you. I have get punished for unkeepable 7. Oh, the bingo cards are great. Zach really hit him out of the park. He's got some good squares in there. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday. This is match 2 of this league. We're actually 1-0 right now. All right. Would love to gain a hit point. So we're going to take 2 here. What drew me into the stream and made me sub faster here is the pure chat interaction. I do try and catch most things. Some days we get scrolling a little bit fast and I missed a couple, but I feel like I do my best to try and catch most of the things people say. Jeff makes play based off of bingo squares. Yeah, I think, and so like honestly, and I think part of it too is that part of the reason why I'm able to interact with chat so much is that I just have a lot of practice doing this, right? Like when I stream Hearthstone, I find it harder to stay on top of the chat just because I'm less familiar with the game itself. So like I understand people who are newer to streaming or newer to Magic having a hard time keeping up with chat, right? And like even I make pretty consistent like small mistakes or like miss things that I wouldn't miss when I'm not streaming because there's just a lot going on. So I kind of got all my, I agree with you that we're kind of telegraphing, but I think, I think this is just like, this is my bed, I have to lie down in it. God bless you, opponent. God bless you. Watch me get fucking spell pierced here. I will scream if they spell pierce me. Don't do it. Have a heart. Yes. Yes. Victory! Big bucks, no ghost to Reno. God bless you, opponent. God bless you, everyone. What an aptly named Magic the Gathering card. What an aptly named Magic the Gathering card. Never before has there been a card that was so aptly named. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, triggers. We're going to chump block with the Auriok Champion. We're going to play some Souls Attendant and some Soul Wardens. There was actually a blue-red Prowess Wizards deck that top-8'd one of the regionals in the hands of Harlan Fier. So if you dig through the SCG lists, you'll find that there. Also, I'm going to be, my article tomorrow on Cool Stuff Inc., or Cool Stuff Inc., on GatheringMagic.com, which is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., is going to be talking about sweet lists from the regionals. So next turn we get like 4 Archangel triggers, right? We get to really see what Archangel does when it goes unchecked. No, I'm not trading here. Oh, baby. Ooh, we found a piece of candy, chat. We found a piece of candy. A jijji? Jijjis? I only wrote for Star City very briefly because Star City, the couple of times I've written for them off and on, they offered me far fewer dollary dues than the other places that I was writing for. So much like the stream here is driven by dollary dues, so are the places that I write for. Archangel of Thune. This is a very powerful, just fair card in Modern. Super strong in this deck. Should I board out some number of Settle, assuming they're gonna play around it? I think I'm going to. I think I'm gonna do this. SCG paid less than Gathering Magic. SCG, I actually had SCG offer me a gig when I was still writing for Card Market. They offered to pay me less than Card Market. Card Market also went out of business though, so maybe Card Market was paying me too much. Just don't. It's a Vault Scourge. Feels like a Steel Overseer. Path. I'm not sure that we can beat uncontested Steel Overseer. Yeah, and honestly, part of the reason why SCG pays people a little bit less some of the time is because like they don't need writers to give them exposure, right? Like they're giving the writers exposure. Like that's an actual thing. And from my understanding, they pay people on the premium side better than they pay people on the select side. And I wasn't offered a job on the premium side. Fair's fair up front. They offered me a job writing on the select side. My previous sponsor went out of business. To be fair, when Card Market sponsored me, they were sponsoring me to play SCG events, and I don't understand how anybody thinks they're gonna make any amount of money sponsoring someone to wear shirts at those tournaments. Like, sponsoring something like a Twitch stream like this, you know, or Stevens or Gabby or Newmont or Caleb, like, that's way better advertising dollars than, like, when these stores give random people money to like wear their shirts at tournaments. I don't understand how any of these small shops expected to see a turnaround on that, but I wasn't one to question it. I just like shut up and took their money. Like they offered me their dollars, I took their dollars and ran away with it. Would I play this deck again with changes? I don't know if I have good reaction for changes to this deck. If you have changes for this deck that you'd like to draft up and send to me, I'm definitely willing to look at them. But I feel like this is kind of slow and clunky. And free clothing. Yeah, that's true too. I have all of my gym clothes are various MTG site gym clothes or t-shirts and stuff like that. All right, so I finally get to path this 2 activations later. I really don't have anything. I'm just gonna die though, right? I just like don't have enough going on. I guess I'm gaining 2 every time a creature enters play. But like next turn I'm taking 3, 6, 11, 12, 13. I just don't have enough to keep it going here. Yeah, Dredge very recently just exoed one of the something or others. The Modern Challenge, I think it was, the PTQ or something like that. I mean, is Thalia even that good? Like, does Thalia solve any of these problems that we have? This deck feels a lot like Hate Bears to me. It just feels like a lot of kind of clunky, slightly understated creatures that, like, have some synergy with other cards in our deck. But overall, the total power level of what we're doing is ultimately kind of low. Like, the actual powerful thing we're doing, which is Oketra's Monument and Archangel of Tides, is very mana intensive. And now we've made it into the Farika's chosen bracket. We've made it down into the Farika's chosen bracket. A snake, a snake. Oh, it's a snake. The tribal death touch bracket. Do you think Auriok Champion is going to be good against the mono black tribal death touch deck? I've not played any of Holy Diva's list. I've seen it. It looks sweet, but I have not played with it personally. We are in the dark, forgotten part of MTGO Modern. Like look up from your match. Like, am I wasted out of my mind? Or is this actually what's going on? Oh no! The tribal death touchers have evolved, chat. They've gained wings. Like a gifted Aetherborn drank some Red Bull and they got a Vampire Nighthawk. One new keyword per mana. One new keyword per mana. Oh, that's great. What do they get at 4 mana? I'm excited to find out. What keyword gets added on the 4-drop? Yes. There's a throwback. Obscene Sanity with the brand new tier 1 subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate it. To be fair, I don't think humans... Man, my first and only invitational top 8 was on the back of 4 Desecration Demons in Standard. 4 copies of Desecration Demon in my green-black Standard deck. That deck was great. Takes me back. Takes me back. Back in my day. Don't you realize this is an Oketra's Monument? An Oketra's Monument metagame opponent? You can't play Desecration Demon in the Oketra's Monument metagame. It's very irresponsible. I miss all of the Sylvan Caryatid decks. I loved Sylvan Caryatid was like my jam. It was like the 2 mana Birds of Paradise that made whatever bullshit you wanted to play in whatever colors possible. It was quite excellent. The mono red player during that time. Yep. Your mono red Caryatid curve into Courser. Play this land off the top of my deck trigger. I'm waiting for the second trigger. So if you auto yes, you have to auto yes triggers from each Auriok Champion individually. What the fuck? I can just lose 9 here, right? That's an option. Lose 9 is an option here. Can my Soul Sisters deck just lose 9? Five mana, deal 9. Now I want my extra monument. It's on principle. On principle. I need the it's the principle of the thing. Mono black draft box. Yeah, but like, what's the payoff? What's the payoff? I did not play it in Standard. All right, should be all auto yielded here. Yep. Holy Diva, screenshots are fine. They've got to be playing Phyrexian Obliterator, right? They have to be. It'd be criminal not to. Oh, good. Just in case. There's a mono black tribal lord. You learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. Paragon of Open Grace. I have never read this Magic card before in my life. And I'm sure that's a lie, but it feels like I've never seen this card before. Just waiting on one of those. Bring out your lions. Bring out your lions. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This is a mono white cube versus mono black cube. Whose cube deck do you think is better, chat? Let me know in the comments below whose cube deck is better. This is Magic as Richard Garfield intended it to be played. We're gonna play against mono red next, and then mono blue. Remember that time we paid 9 for a Torment of Hailfire? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Every mana we spend is 4 health. Gosh, could you imagine if we drew Archangel? Archangel would just be BM. I mean, we kind of need a lot of things to attack into their board, right? Because like this has lifelink, so like I feel like I need a lot to attack in. It is an impressive amount. It's an impressive amount of not infinite hit points, right? Like our health total is not infinite, but it's pretty damn high. I'm up on clock too. That up on clock might not last long. I'm gonna upkeep, make some dudes here. Should have done this upkeep last time. They've had enough. They understand what's going on. All right. I'm gonna bring in these Oblivion Rings. Now check my sideboard notes for the mono black keywords matchup real quick. All right, my sideboard notes appear to be incomplete. I'm gonna have to wing it, chat. We're gonna have to wing it. All right, I'm just gonna trim those two and bring in 2 O-rings. Sounds good, alcohol. Ooh, this seems pretty good, right? I think it's pretty good. Need some lands, but it's got a like good curve if we hit some of those lands. Moto's currently using 2.1 gigs of RAM, so we'll restart after this match before we wrap up the league. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It's gonna be our last league of the day with mono white Monument Sisters. Typhoid rats. They really are just like mono black tribal death touch. It wouldn't surprise me if their deck is close to 50% or better against humans in Hollywood. How do I beat that card? Can I beat that card? Are we dead, chat? Did we just die? Did we just die? Have we lost the game? I think we just lost the game. I think we just lost the game. I'm not entirely sure, but I think we have lost the game. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. That's all I need. All I need is a chance, chap. All I need is a chance. All I need is a chance. Take a chance on me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's pretty good actually. They don't have a fatal push like a dismember or disfigure here. You have a pretty good shot. And like next turn, I get to go Archangel, trigger, and then I get to protect it with Whitemane Lion, which is nice. So like they've got their Typhoid Rats killer here, but we're going very wide, and next turn we're gonna go tall. We're gonna go tall, and we have protection for our tall. Yeah, this is the last deck of the day. Last deck of the day. We've been going for a little over 7 hours already. We'll be back tomorrow morning about 9 a.m. We'll probably do like one Modern League to start tomorrow off, but then I think I'm gonna do some Legacy maybe. You're gonna have exclamation point. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of here. How do we get the deck on mobile? You bingo baiters, you. I know, I see your username. You're not new. You've been here before. We like to trigger. We like angel triggers. Look at all the counters. And you get a counter. And you get a counter. Everybody gets a counter. Everybody gets a counter. If I'm too loud on your computer, there's a knob in the corner. Sometimes it's at the top of your screen too. That lets you make your computer quieter. It's a really useful knob. Is that a square? Is the you can make your computer quieter a square? Damn it, Zach! I didn't realize that was a square. In my defense, I have never looked at the bingo cards. I think it's only fair if I don't look at them. And let Zach add new ones on occasion. Yeah, let's chill for a minute. Thanks everyone for hanging out. My name is Jeff Hogan. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I stream Magic 30 plus hours a week. I wouldn't be here without my wonderful subscribers who just continue to grow. We're gonna have to do something fancy, I think. We're almost at 1,500 sub points. We'll have to do something special, some kind of long stream. Maybe I'll finally get off my ass and give some stuff away when we hit 1,500 sub points. My subscribers are great. Thanks for keeping me employed, folks. The other folks that keep me employed are my wonderful sponsors. MTGO traders love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hogan PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. InkGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags there. And of course, welcome to Hoaglandia, everyone. Myself and the wonderful moderators would like to welcome you. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout. I don't really travel for events like Grand Prix. I might show up to the Open in Indianapolis at the end of July. I don't know, though. It's just tough because, like, every time I travel for an event, like that's time I could be spending streaming, or it's time I could be spending with my family. So it's just like, it's tough. Like I do a lot of magic stuff during the week. So like doing more magic stuff on the weekends can be a tough sell. In fact, the reason I'm playing the event in Chicago this weekend is my family and my wife's family is from the Chicagoland area. So, like, we're driving up there Friday night, and then we're going to... She's going to spend time with the family all day Saturday while I play, and then I'm going to hang out with people Friday night and Sunday morning as well. There's no way this is a keep, right? This has our namesake in it. Snow-covered mountain. Let me tell you a story, opponent, about your snow-covered mountain. I call it basic fucking plains. Let me tell you about your Skreds and your blood moons and how many shits my basic plains gives. This is, look, we were able to prove that we were better than the mono black deck. Now we're playing the mono red deck. We'll play Merfolk next. This Westvale Abbey looks like it could be really good. More copies of that could be reasonable in this deck. The Ghost Quarters have been pretty medium. Boros Reckoner. That's kind of scary with Skred. We are 2-1 in this league. We're 2-1 in this league. How do we ever beat a Stormbreath Dragon? By going wide. We can go wide around a Stormbreath Dragon. If they're on the full suite of sweepers alongside their Boros Reckoner, we are going to be in trouble here. But if we hit like if we hit an Archangel at this point, we'll be in a pretty okay spot. I'm actually not going to path them here because I don't want to ramp them up into a Stormbreath Dragon this turn. Although I guess they have that anyways because of Mind Stone, right? If they're a Blasphemous Act deck... Yeah. Why isn't Skred a bingo square? Why would Skred be a bingo square? Oh, you know what could be a fun bingo square? I don't know if Zach's here. Play against a deck on the no-fly list could be a fun bingo square. That's a good one that I can't control. Legacy Death Shadow isn't really a thing. It's something I've seen on occasion, but it's not really a competitive deck that puts up results consistently. My body is ready to get angered of the gods out of this game. Or slag stormed, or yep. Alright, let's just wrap up the last one here, shall we? I think mono red trumps mono white. I think the mono sweepers protection from white main deck. Yeah, that's a square. Concedes match game 1. That's a square. I got your bingo backs. I got your bingo backs. Boogles has been like our fucking arch nemesis today. It's killed every deck that we've played so far. It's one slippery boy. Boogles is a home wrecker. Nice, Twin. Yeah, the Ink Gaming stuff is really nice. I've got a bunch of their things. Christy has one of their game carrying bags too that she really likes. We got you. I would love to abuse you, Obscene Sanity. Got your back. We're always here to provide the abuse that you seek. Alright, well, we can no longer attack. If we draw, like, Archangel of Tides, we could maybe go super big here, which would be sweet. I think I'm going to hold on to the Spectral Procession for the time being, because I want to play this first to try and draw into the Archangel, ideally. I'm going to chump block proactively here, because there's a non-zero chance they hit a trample at some point, which would make it harder for me to chump block. Okay. So we have three copies of Archangel. Oh, we have one Settle the Wreckage in our deck too, don't we? We have a Settle that we could hit as well. We have 2 more Settles on the board. Don't bait bingo squares, Mana Burn. I understand what you're doing. I understand what you're doing. I'm not new here. I wasn't born under a bingo-less rock. Alright, so this doesn't have trample yet, so we can actually go Wall of Omens block, Whitemane Lion pick it up, which is nice. What's going on, Zach? Speaking of bingos, the man, the myth, the bingo creator. I think I just pick up the Wall of Omens here. Because I really just want to, like, the way we actually win this game is hitting Archangel of Tides, I think. If they keep bricking on a trample enchantment, we can also just, like, find a monument to stall for a long time too, which would be nice. Maybe I should thin my deck with this Ghost Quarter. That probably doesn't matter though. I'm gonna do it anyways. Fear my 2/2s. Fear my large creatures. Ugh. Good, clean, interactive Magic the Gathering. Alright, we're dead in 3 currently. If we hit Archangel this turn, we could maybe still kill them. Because this has reach. Somewhere in that keyword soup is the word reach. Alright, Oketra's Monument. Just getting us set up here for a really good Archangel next turn. Now, if we draw Archangel, we're gonna what? We're gonna, like, gain a bunch and, like, make our creatures huge? Spirit Mantle is the Ensnaring Bridge of Auras. Archangel, Settle the Wreckage. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. This doesn't bounce wall, it bounces itself, so every white mana we pay gains us 6 health now. Every white mana we pay gains us 6 health. Archangel's gonna make our creatures much large enough to attack through. So we can gain 42 life a turn and make 7 2/2s. All right, We're doing our thing. The worst part is having to click to stack these stupid things. we need an Archangel to actually win the game, I think. Although I guess these are... We're adding... Archangel gets exponential, right? Archangel gets exponential. Man, I wonder if we're supposed to splash a color or something in this deck to try and add some consistency. Are they going to path one of my things here? That... You're not gonna... Do they have another path? They have to have another path here, right? Because I get to pick up Kor Skyfisher now. Trophy Mage is interesting. Always yield to that one too. Yeah, eventually the tokens hit, right? All right. Well, trample no longer matters. We've got this set up until they find another path, which is nice. We need like a draw engine of some sort, right? Hey, your move, Yuki boy. That's all I got. That's all I got. You will. You are very sanctified. Enjoy. No blocks. Can't block. Archangel. Ayo! Da 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 da. I think this qualifies as doing it, chat. I think this qualifies as doing it. Which one am I clicking on? This one? This one's coming back to me? Come back to me, mice. What is this? What's going on, Tefra? I'm glad we played that out. There you go. That's the big thing we're looking to do. On June 18th, your life will change. Well, thank you, Camwell. Welcome to the cult. What do you think about the new angel that makes everything hexproof? I don't know. That's, like I said, I feel like what this deck is actually trying to do is actually kind of powerful. It just doesn't have the tools to pull all of those things together. It feels like it doesn't have the tools in this build to pull all the details together. So Honor the Pure is not good enough because we're not winning this game through honest means. Is Worship good enough? Is this actually good enough? Because, like, they're already bringing in Artifact and Enchantment Hate. I guess we just, like, stress their Artifact and Enchantment Hate. It's probably not unreasonable. Even just, like, Serum Visions and Trophy Mage could probably go a long way in this deck. Did we submit 61? I did submit 61. Whoopsie. Cloud Blazer, just go full standard. Musamoto, always a hoot. Thank you for the 3-month free subscription. I appreciate that. Thanks for the quarter of a year of support. It's so they bill out first. Gosh, this hand is so close to good if I could just keep it. Oh, this hand has Settle the Wreckage in it. I guess this hand's actually great, right? It's got Monument Lion Engine plus Settle. And they don't have a Leyline. I wonder if they boarded the Leylines out. We did win. We found our Archangel, and then we made our troops very large very quickly. I left the paths in my deck, but I think that's fine because of Spirit Dancer. Johnny, you say play the blue-white monument deck like blue-white monument is an established modern archetype. Trust me when I say it's not. Stumbled onto our Spanish galleon. We definitely went full battle cruiser magic in that last game. Like, our boat was real big. And we swung right on through. Oh no! Flashlight to send a message. Okay. Okay. Things are turning up Millhouse, chat. Things are turning up Millhouse. Full Metal Adept with the 12-month resubscription. Full Metal. I knight the Defender of the Realm. Thank you for the full year of support. Enjoy the sword. Don't abuse it. Enjoy slaying nerds who ask for it. So they definitely accidentally F6 through their first main phase. It's the only god in Hoaglandia capitalism. Naturally. Do I just path this? I think I just path. Nah, I'm just gonna. They're gonna attack with both, and I'm gonna settle them. On mobile, don't know how to time people out. I think that's too cute. We, like, kinda got them because, like, remember, a bunch of those enchantments drew cards for them. Crazy ship. I see you've joined the cult. That's a bold attack. Maybe they have a path for the Whitemane Lion? Yeah, they have a path for the Whitemane Lion. Alright, that's fine. Because, like, now they're not pathing... Now they're not pathing my, Well, they must just have a bunch of paths in hand, right? They didn't realize that my Whitemane Lion was going to make me return that to my hand, apparently. Alright. Apparently they, didn't want to play Magic anymore. Yeah, so my feedback on this one is that because my mods are planning something on June 18th that I am not privy to. So hopefully it's nothing too obnoxious. The core engine of what this deck is trying to do, which is Archangel, Monument, Whitemane, and a Soul Sister, like this 4-card kind of like all these cards are okay in a mixture on their own. Like this seems really neat. Like what the details are to like make the deck the most consistent built around that remains to be seen. The only specific card that I find really odd in this deck is these Spectral Processions should probably just be 4 Squadron Hawks. It's much better with Oketra's Monument. Much better. At any rate, I've been going for 7.5 hours. That's going to be it for me for today, folks. I'll catch all y'all around later. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. As always, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it, everybody. Have a good rest of your Thursday, and I'll catch most of you tomorrow, hopefully. Good luck this weekend if you're playing in the Invitational. And if you're going to be playing the Nerd Rage 5K in Chicago, feel free to come and say hello while I'm there. Everybody, have a good one.